transgender woman. We are gender visionaries. We come from a long line of brave and important trans women. We can be cute, we can be smart, we can be funny, but most interestingly of all, we can be catgirls. The catgirl, a trope character found in anime of usually a young woman or girl who has cat ears and cat mannerisms. Wherever trans women gather, we use catgirls to express ourselves in our memes, in how we present ourselves, and even in how we talk to one another. Yeah. But the question is, why? Of all the tropes and of all the mediums in the world, why have trans women come to identify with these feline cartoons? Before we continue, the catgirl phenomenon doesn't represent all trans women. I can only speak to my own experiences and that of certain online spaces I frequent. But there is no denying that a great many trans women have come to love catgirls, and I would like to explore why that is. Well, cats have been a feminine-coded animal for a very long time. From the ancient Egyptian god Bastet, who was both a protector god and a god of fertility and pregnancy, to the Norse warrior goddess Freya, who is often depicted in a chariot pulled by two cats. Cats have long been associated with witchcraft, and even the feminist suffragette movement was ridiculed as being indelible, uncontrollable cats. The cat's association with the domestic sphere, where they could keep homes free of vermin, brought them in close proximity to the woman who managed households. In Japan, one of the earliest examples of the cat as woman trope comes from the myth of the Bakineko, a kind of supernatural cat in Japanese mythology, that were often harbingers of strange omens or bad luck. They were said to be able to shapeshift into beautiful women to trick men. Legends of the Bakineko as sex workers began to spread, and real sex workers would pretend to be the mythical creatures to capitalize on the trend, including using Bakineko names as aliases, keeping real cats on the premises, and getting their clients to buy them fish and other seafood. So the playful, elegant, mischievous quality of cats has long brought comparison to femininity. The next step of this was to make cats and women into one, which eventually found its way into modern media. An early example of a catgirl can be seen in 1953's Princess Knight, or the 1978 manga Star of Cottonland. Catgirls are everywhere in anime as a popular and enduring trope, which brings me to my next point. Anime as a genre has a special connection to people who often find themselves on the edges of society. Take for example the popular isekai genre, where a protagonist moves from the real world into a fantastical one, where they are important and heroic and special. Anime in particular has importance to trans women due to common themes that we relate to. Transformation, for example, is a very popular theme in anime, everything from Pokemon evolutions to magical girl transformations. The theme of transformation was often our first introduction to anime in popular kids franchises. Trans women are literally transforming. We take on new clothes, new names, our bodies change from hormone therapy. The magical girl genre of anime in particular is a potent example. The protagonists are usually girls who are learning to embrace womanhood. The process of physically transitioning is a second puberty for us, so we can relate to it in that way. In magical girl anime, being feminine is presented as powerful. It bestows confidence and transformation, all things that would be very attractive to disempowered trans women who may have longed to grapple with their own femininity. How many times have we been told to man up or be a man? Seeing femininity portrayed in this powerful, beautiful light is cathartic for us. For many of us, anime was our first introduction to gender nonconformity. The men could have long hair and be beautiful or even present themselves as women, and it never made these characters less worthy of friendship or love or acceptance, which is a powerful motivator for queer people. All of this combines to make anime catgirls the ultimate feminine symbol, both narratively through the genre and through the literal association with cats. Cats are stoic, they are independent and strong-willed, all things that trans women have to be when they defy society's gender expectations. The catgirl is a combination of sexiness, beauty, and empowered femininity. The catgirl exists as a triumphant rallying cry for trans women to say, "We are here, we are adorable and strong, and we are women."